Hello, my youth on their own friends, family, and supporters. My name is Sean Denlinger. I'm the Vice President, Senior Loan Officer at Nova Home Loans, and I'm also on the Board of Directors for Youth on Their Own. I am the incoming president for next year. Today, we're going to go over an unboxing of Youth on Their Own mega supporter and alumni himself, Gary Hickey's Charo Vita tamale box. So if you ordered your tamale box, you're going to get one of two kinds of tamales. You're either going to get a hula hemp, or you're going to get a chicken tamale. And they're going to come to you frozen. So you could cook them straight out of the box frozen, but they're going to take a little bit longer, and I would recommend doing the steam version. We're going to do a steam and a microwave version. So you're going to get your tamales, you're going to get a bag of chips, you're going to get a word I just learned today, panuelos, you're going to get Sonoran red rice, and you're going to get charo beans. In addition, you'll have a couple of salsas, a green and a red, and then a caramel sauce for your panuelos. So here I've got 3 of each tamale, and I've got a pot with, I boiled the water, and then I brought it to a medium. So you take the lid off, and I've got a little, I don't know what you call that. It's a little steam pot, it's a steam dish. I don't know the proper word for it. But yeah, I'm just gonna pop these in there. You do not put them straight in the water. And you can see the steam already coming off them. And then I'm gonna pop the lid right back on there. And then you're just going to let them cook. Again, it's going to depend on how frozen they are. So it can take 2 to 3 minutes if they're completely thawed out. It could take up to 30 minutes if they're rock solid frozen. So we're going to check on these every couple of minutes to see where they're at. And then once one is done and ready, we'll cut into them and give you an idea of what they should look like. While your tamales are cooking in your steam pot there, you can empty your beans into a small pot. And just put it over medium heat and let it come up to temperature. They say bring it to the temperature of 165, but until they're hot, cook until they're hot. And then I've got just a regular saute pan here, and I'm gonna pop this rice in it. The rice is gonna tell you to steam it on the directions for an hour. I would just pop it in a pan over a medium heat again. It's already cooked, so you're not trying to get it too hot, and warm it up. Put it in there, give it a little stir. You may want, if you've got some kind of chicken stock or something on hand, some people carry that, maybe add a little bit to it. You can add a little bit of water, you can add a little bit of olive oil, add something in there to moisten it up if it gets too dry. But you really just want to cook it until it's hot. This food's already cooked, you're just reheating it. You definitely want to give your beans a stir from time to time. They're going to come frozen. They take a little longer to thaw out. And again, you just want to cook them until they're hot, and they're going to reheat pretty fast. We got rice sizzling now. So I'm just going to go in there, give it a little stir. If need be, take the heat down a little bit. Again, you don't want to dry out your rice. And you want to kind of time it with your tamales, because the tamales are only going to take, the rice and the beans are only going to take a few minutes. The tamales are going to take a while. So if the tamales are thawed out, they're going to take 2 or 3 minutes, do it right away. If the tamales are frozen, wait until they're in there for a good 15 minutes or so, or until they're getting a little more moist after you've checked on them a couple of times, and then throw your rice and your beans in the pan. So these tamales were about 3/4 the way to thawed out, and I think they only took about 10 minutes. So they'll cook pretty quickly once you put them in that steam pot. You really can't see the steam working, but it's there. So take the lid off. I'll pop this one right on top out. We'll kind of get an idea of what the texture needs to look like. Nice and hot. You see that steam? Roll it out. And nice and hot. Should be hot all the way through. That's a done tamale. So we've heated our tamales using the steam pot method. We've heated our beans. Just pop them in a small pan and heat them up. No tricks there. We've heated up our rice. We didn't need to add any liquid to ours. It heated up really, really quickly, and it's still nice and moist. We've got our chips, we've got our salsas, and we're pretty much ready to go. So there is one other method to cooking them. If you don't want to break out your pots and you don't want to dirty a bunch of dishes, you can cook them one by one in the microwave. I would recommend letting those tamales thaw out before you put them in the microwave. One trick that some people do use in the microwave is wrapping each tamale in a damp napkin and popping them in the microwave. Probably about a minute, 30 seconds to a minute, time it out. But here you go. These are charas, tamales, salsas, beans, rice, and chips. I hope you guys enjoy this food, enjoy your Youth on Their Own event, and we'll see you next time.